Hey everyone, it's Jess with Creative Memories. Welcome back to my channel. I am doing a voiceover for this Simple Life page kit number one. Each month they're supposed to come out with a couple page kits, and this is the first one. I know I said I would do a live video, but my kiddo is sick right now, so I just now got the time to actually do a voiceover for this. So in this kit, I'll show you the instructions and you see the stickers. I kind of go rogue a little bit and do my own little thing, which you'll see later on. And you will also see my technical difficulties while recording this. So here I'm showing you, well, I'm actually getting ready to cut all the matting pieces. I start straight down the middle and then I just work my way on the individual pieces. They are all numbered, so on your sheet you'll see numbers and you can pretty much place them as they are per the instructions or however you would like. I did use the Creative Memories cutter and started. Oh, sorry, I got distracted. Here I'm trying to figure out a border punch for those stripes, and I am just measuring it per the little strip, and I'm taking a real big risk, and you'll see why here in a second, how it turns out. My desk does shake, so I will give a heads up on that. My camera sits on a camera holder, or a cell phone holder, I should say, because that's what I use currently. Here is the Borders um, Creative Memories border system punch. Uh, Typically, you want to punch, I think it's 3 inches or 2.5 strip. And here I'm trying to just tape it down and cut it. Now, it will cut, but it does not turn out really pretty. So you basically slide in the little border cartridge into the punch, and then on the system itself, there's little knockouts where they kind of line up like teeth, and you just punch down once you line up. So, as I said, that failed with the stripes, so I did cut me some. It looks like navy on the video, but it is a darker purple. And I'm just now using a double rickrack chain border punch and just redoing it. My idea behind it was kind of make it look like streamers, and it actually turned out really well. Here I am now using the, what was it called? Little Borders punch that just came out. I think it's a border. What is it? Oh, it's a banner, not a border. Sorry, banner punch for the Border Maker cartridge. And I'm just really just in a creative mode, just trying to figure out what exactly I want to do to change it up a little bit. So also, uh, you'll see that the kit already has a pre-made layout with the purple, and the outside of the purple is it has a border of polka dots. Here I'm using little banners, trying to see if I want to make them into like a little border themselves around my photos. I did keep the photo mats in the same spot. I did just change up the what exactly the photos going in won't be squared. I actually changed them to be circles, which I cut those out in white because I'm not sure exactly what photos I'm going to use for this layout. So here, like I said, they are numbered on the back, and I did follow the number system. I just wanted to add a little bit more to the border itself. By cutting it earlier, it actually kind of took away from that thick strip at the bottom, but uh, I came back with a better plan than what I started out with. And there's the little streamer. Well, technically it's called a double rick rack chain. And I'm just now deciding, do I want it on top? Do I want it on bottom? I debated on taking this clip and shorting it up, but I kind of wanted to show my process as I'm still a new scrapbooker myself. So or I struggle sometimes with deciding how I want things in place. But going forward, if you would like me to kind of just trim that up a little bit so it's not as long, just message me down below. I'm not going to do a poll or nothing. I just figured we'll see what people think. So I'm now deciding. Well, never mind. I just flipped. So I have decided at this point that I'm going to lay everything down. I also want to make note that I am a glue person. I use a glue that's called pH neutral PVA. It's professional quality archival adhesive. It dries clear and it remains flexible for a little bit. It's ideal for like bookbinding and paper projects. So I'm trying to use the tape, but I keep pulling the glue back in. So there, I just cut it off the edge because it was hanging over a little bit. And now I'm going back in with my glue because I didn't like the adhesive where I could still feel the page coming up. And then I glue the sides down too. I've just felt like it just wasn't secure enough, so I'm just going around the outside. And then eventually you'll see in my hand was right there that I'll glue that little rick rack down and just place it on the next layout right here. And I'm just slowly trying to line up the rick rack to the bottom of that purple. And then I'll come in with my um, other mats. I noticed on the mats, well, specifically on that mat right there that you see, that it still had a white trim to it. So I did take and cut that little white trim off. And that's just me trying to measure it up, and that's why I missed it. The lines are pretty accurate, like more accurate than obviously myself. But hey, we gotta start somewhere, right? And with that paper trimmer, I mean, look how easy it was to just cut a thin line. So, no complaints here about that trimmer. I love trimmer, and I have a bunch of different trimmers. Like even the Tim Holtz, I've got Fiskars, um, I've got the little small Creative Memories, and then I also have that one. I'm trying to think of the other one that I have, but I can't think offhand. So I do have a lot of trimmers. Oh, the guillotine. I do have a guillotine, and then I have a very big one, but that's for my chipboard. I gotta refill that glue bottle as I'm sitting here watching this. Yeah, I'm also new to voiceovers too, so I'm like trying not to give too much of a pause, but at the top on the instruction paper, um, it has that other cutout that goes right up there for your title page. But I loved how this layout had, oh, there's me signal for hold on. Oh, here we go. That's why. This is where I was deciding if I wanted squares, if I wanted squiggly squares, if I wanted circles, what would fit. And I absolutely love these. Like when I first went to a crop with someone who was from Creative Memories, one, I didn't know what the company was because I just did regular uh, mini albums, and she had a bunch of those, and I'm like, what in the world are those? And I kind of got intimidated a little bit because I wasn't sure if I could actually use them, if they cut right, if I was going to cut myself. And then I decided to order the circles and that little squiggly one I got off of eBay. And I love them. I love them more than a punch. I love them more than a die. They're just so convenient to just pull out and just go in a circle. You notice there it didn't slip out of my hands. Um, I do have issues getting it to first go, but that's me. It's not the product because there's times where it goes really smoothly for me, and there's times where it's me applying the pressure to it. It's a user error, but not an error with the product. And here I'm still playing around with the layout, deciding if I want them the circle side by side or if I want them diagonal. Oh, excuse me. It's really late. I've been up so long today. Now I'm was also debating on if I wanted to do 3 circles in that long picture mat, which I end up doing, and then I use the big circle for the smaller one. If you want the size of the circles, I can drop the measure. Actually, let me see. Got a mat right here. I might be able to guesstimate. Let's look. I'm actually in my craft room. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like 1, 2, 3. The small one seems to be 3. And that's just me going off the squares on the side. That's not me actually holding a roller up and measuring from the inside. So maybe like the small one's a 3 and the big one on the outside is 6, considering that there is a 6 marked on this thing. Let's see what the other one's marked with. Oh, so one circle is a 6, the other circle is 2.5, and the little square guy is... I don't know what the little square guy is. I'll have to find that out. But see here now, I do have the little rick rack up on the top left. I don't want to say corner, but the top left of the title. You won't see in the complete project that I added more of those rick racks, but the picture itself that I've posted, I went back and re-added. Listen to me. Words are not my friend today. I went back and added the rick racks. And I did keep the title at the top and the memories at the bottom. And I don't remember if I switched up the good time stickers. See, there's more of that rick rack. I wanted to put it down right then and there, but I wasn't 100% dedicated yet. And then there was so much empty space to the right that I was debating using those star circles. And then I changed my mind because sometimes less is more, but also sometimes I'm like, there's just too much white space. But in this particular layout where it's done for you, I had to leave it because I just liked it more that way. And these pre-made layouts help me out so much. I didn't think I would like them because I'm like, what all can I add? All these thoughts go through my head as a new scrapbooker, but I just have to trust my own process. It's so easy if you just follow the instructions and not try to go rogue like I did at first, especially if you're not experienced, because it does get intimidating a little bit. So here I just added another sticker between those, and I did not measure any of these circles out. So it might look like they're perfectly even, but they're not because I didn't measure. I just eyeballed it. Here comes that indecisive. Do I want a little to the left? Do I want it a little right? All right, this might be it. Let's put it down. Will I keep it right there? Will I not? But yeah, so like I said, I haven't really been scrapbooking too long. I just the more I watched some of the recipe layouts, the more I got intrigued with creative memories. I was kind of shy getting into creative memories because of the paper choices, I'm not gonna lie, but they've grown on me because I was used to using like Echo Park or Graphic 49, but these are really simple and beautiful collections for everyday scrapbooking, if that makes sense. Like, one of my goals this year is to take all my Facebook photos and put them all in a scrapbook. And then from there to continue scrapbooking. And this idea all came from my grandfather keeping scrapbooks of me, and or I should say photo albums, because he didn't really scrapbook, right? And so I wanted to carry that down to my daughter because she loves, like, she hangs on to her Valentine's Day cards and everything. So here is the finished layout. And I should be, oh, here we go, another indecisive moment. I thought I was done. I really did this time. I didn't watch this video enough times to know when I was actually done. Well, okay, take that back. I do know, but so this is what I thought I was going to be done with. And then I sat after the video and was like, let's add some streamers. So there is the finished layout. What do you guys think? I've got the second one, and this kind of ties into their collection, but there we have it. Thanks for watching.